I need $1.
I need $1.
I need $1.
I need $1, dollar, that's what I need. Hey, hey. Well, I need $1, dollar, that's what I need. Hey, hey. Said I need $1, dollar, that's what I need. And if I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me?
How you doing? My name is Sammy Barnes, and I would like to talk to you on the state of minimum wage and encouraging you to fight pertaining to this matter. Are you in a situation where you feel that no matter what you do financially to be stable, at the end of the week you are still financially strapped? The reason why I chose to open with such a question is because I have a question. Are you sick of the government and corporations getting over on your hard-earned dollar? I'll give you a second to allow the bitterness to settle inside of you before I proceed. Actually, I'm going to choose to open it like this. How are you doing, sir?
Good.
What's your name?
Mike.
Are you employed?
Yes.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking you, how much do you make an hour?
$9.50.
$9.50? The Florida state minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. So you're one of the fortunate individuals. You're making $2 above the living wage. But I'd like to ask you how you're getting by. You live alone?
No.
You don't. If you don't mind me asking, do you live with your parents?
Yes, I do.
Alright. Without this support, would you be able to make it at all? And this is my point exactly, pertaining to the state of minimum wage. I read an article of factual information from President Obama stating that rich people are taxed less than secretaries. So in retrospect, minimum wage workers and employees on hourly wages make less money, while wealthy rich people pay less taxes. How do you feel about that?
Really?
Yes. In New York City, for example, living wages are $11.86 per hour per adult, $24.10 for an adult and a child, while the state minimum wage in New York City is $7.25 an hour, equaling a total overall of 30%. Families are living 40% below the standard living wage, meaning they're living 40% just away from being in poverty if you're a minimum wage worker. Statistics from 2006 have shown 2 million in the United States are suffering from this. It may not be you directly that's being faced with this, but I'll give you an example. I was born and raised in the Bronx of New York City. I worked for New York University for 10 years. Before I resigned from that position and moved to Florida where I now live, I made roughly $60,000. My wife's salary with mine combined was a total of maybe $120,000 a year. And we still struggle because New York finds a way to eat up your money. It cost me roughly $8,000 just to get to work for a year. Just to work. I'm talking just gas, paying tolls, and New York City chose to charge people a non-New York resident tax for working in New York and not living in New York. Yeah, $30 a week for me working in New York but living in New Jersey. So, the reason why I feel I have the need as a loyal, tax-paying citizen of the United States, if you're being faced with this shortcoming and have children, or one day hope to soon have children that may be affected by this. So I encourage you to look into the internet, do your research, find out what you need to do concerning this matter, and fight. for the minimum wage freezes, because the criminal acts that savages system needs to be corrected. I use the term criminal because it's murder to survive in these financial setbacks. This law in place have put law-abiding citizens in a state of depression. Years of study have shown that increasing the minimum wage to match the living wage, or even abolishing the minimum wage altogether, can be done. If the minimum wage increased annually with the rate of inflation, at the very best, the people that depended on it most will be able to keep their heads economically above water. Not only do I feel as a taxpaying citizen that I bear the right to encourage you to do what you can to better your wages, but to accommodate the standard of living. Now, when I tell you that in New York City, living wages are $11.86 per hour, and the minimum wage standard is $7.25, how do you feel about that? With the laws that government have put in place, how do they expect the average family to get by? Let's consider this. I've already stated to you that the minimum wage in Florida is $7.25. You said you make $9.50. The living wage in Florida is $9.39. So you're 10 cents away from being on the street. And not so many words. That's the Florida living wage. So I'd like to wrap it up with telling you thank you for your time. God bless us all. And look into this matter. I strongly encourage it. And do what you have to do to make this world a better place. Thank you. God bless us all.
Man, time's coming and I reap what I done sowed. Hey, hey. Well, let me tell you